Men's basketball are alone at the top of the A-Sun, and baseball wins their first series 2-1.
All that and more on this week's edition of Monday Minutes.
Hey Ospreys, I'm Alex Gatlin.
And I'm Elizabeth Norton.
Both the men's and women's basketball teams played USC Upstate this past weekend. This was the homecoming and senior night games.
Despite a late push, the women were not able to come away with the win, losing 75-61. Senior Khadijah Johnson led the team with 18 points and 7 rebounds. Claire Ioannidis added 15 points and Sierra Shepard had 13. Hadley Kiefer had 10 points off the bench.
Offensively, I thought we did some good things, gave ourselves a chance to get back in it in the fourth quarter, but obviously the hole we dug ourselves into was just too big. So we had some good performances. KJ with a career high on senior night was awesome. Pleased and happy with her performance, and I thought we battled overall. It's just right now, that's not necessarily good enough. We got to battle, we got to execute, and then we got to force them to be uncomfortable, and we didn't do a great job of that.
I just say we got a little flat in the second quarter. Our defense didn't hold up. We weren't really knocking down shots and scoring. I felt like we had a lot of unforced turnovers and bad shots, late shot clock shots, so that it's hard to score like that.
Well, at this point, we'll continue to work defensively and work to get better defensively. That's the third team in our third. They're playing for second in our conference right now. One of the better teams in our league, and they do a great job. And talking about Upstate, and they do a great job. So they're a tough team to defend also. So NJIT will bring a different challenge. They're a different type of team, and so we'll get back to the drawing board and look at what we need to do defensively to make it tougher for them to get the looks that they want. And then offensively, we'll continue to execute. I was pleased with our offense overall outside of the second quarter, and we'll continue to work there and see where it takes us.
The men's team acknowledged their 4 seniors, Trent Mackey, DeMarcus Daniels, Bo Beach, and Ishmael Adada, before their game against USC Upstate.
The Ospreys were looking for their 20th win on the year, which would give them a back-to-back 20-win season.
DeMarcus Daniels led the team with 23 points and 8 rebounds. Bo Beach was not far behind with 18 points of his own. Dallas Moore had 14 points, but led the team with 9 assists. Chris Davenport had 13 and also snagged 8 rebounds. The Ospreys trailed for much of the first half, but some clutch defense and shooting in the final minutes gave them the 81-78 victory and at least a share of the A-Sun regular season title.
I thought we had a ton of good looks tonight. I thought the same looks we had the other night, and I thought we missed them. I thought Trent had good looks. I know Bo's in front of the bench. Yeah, I think Chris passed it to him, the one right in front of the bench. He was wide open. And I think Dallas missed some wide open ones. Bebe missed some wide open ones. I think they just missed shots.
Well, I was driving early in the game. I think I had 2 straight buckets, and I got fouled, and they kept going underneath. And I went to Coach, and I was like, Coach, they keep going on. I got to knock that down. He's like, I don't know why you haven't been taking it. And, my teammates trusted me, and they telling me to take it too. So, and then I thought about the Lipscomb thing as well, just experience, and I just had to knock it down.
It was a hard-fought game, and just a credit to our whole entire team. And we came through in the stretch, made the plays we had to make the last 4 minutes of the game. Big time. Bo made a huge rebound that we didn't get one game earlier in conference play. And we just did what we had to do, and we pulled it out, and that's all that really matters.
Absolutely, there's work to be done. We'll give them off a couple days. We'll get their bodies and minds fresh, and we go over to JU and play JU, and obviously for the outright ability to have the championship. And this is a very, very similar situation as Gulf Coast was last year. Again, it's kind of a similar type of deal. So these guys are experienced, most experienced team in the country, and they've been here before, they've done that. So we just have to be prepared and go over and play. But what a great accomplishment! 20-win season, first time regular season. That's pretty awesome. These guys are phenomenal. So congratulations to these guys for being nothing more being the regular season champs at some phase.
The women's team has 2 games left in their regular season. They will host NJIT tonight at 7, then take a short trip to face crosstown rival JU on Saturday.
The men will face crosstown rival JU this Thursday. They will head over to Swisher Gymnasium at 7 for a chance to clinch the outright regular season A-Sun title. While the game is sold out, there's no need to worry about missing any of the action. will be hosting a River City watch party right here at the UNF Arena, featuring food and drink specials and a chance to take home a cash prize from a 50-50 raffle.
The softball team was down in Madeira Beach this weekend to take part in the EMU Madeira Beach Invitational.
They won 2 out of 5 games, winning against Villanova 8-1 and Manhattan 4-0. This weekend they'll be in Lake Buena Vista to compete in the Disney Citrus Classic. They'll play Bryant, Fordham, East Carolina, Notre Dame, and Penn State.
The women's tennis team had matches in Alabama this weekend against Auburn and Troy.
They lost their match to 35th ranked Auburn 5-1. They defeated Troy 5-1. They have a match at Clemson on Friday before returning home to face Eastern Tennessee State on March 10th.
The men's team will hit the road this weekend with a match against LSU on Friday, February 26, and against South Alabama on Sunday.
The baseball team had their first slate of games this weekend. They faced off against George Washington.
The Ospreys took the Saturday and Sunday contest to earn the series win. In Game 2, Brian Baker and Matthew Naylor only allowed 4 hits and shut out the Colonials. And in Game 3, the Ospreys rallied back from a 7-3 deficit to win 10-7.
Well, our team's always done a great job of hitting. We all saw some balls up and got our best swings off, and we strung a lot of hits together, had some good at-bats, and it just worked out good for us. It's definitely a big win going into a long season. It's great to have wins like this that lets everyone know that we're going to do good, we're going to hit when we need it, we're going to pitch when we need it, and we're always going to show up when we need to be there.
Well, you know, that's really our main focus here. We're just trying to score runs, get our better swings off. And, you know, yesterday, in 38 years of coaching, we did not swing and miss at a pitch. Never heard of that before, which means we're too tentative and steering the bat. And today I says I won doubles and homers, and maybe I should have said that opening day. Well, no, they're a nice ball club, veteran ball club. Some of them been there 3 years, and they're only juniors. 2 years ago, they had the youngest fielding team in the country. Their coach spent 13 years in the Pirates organization. They're a very good ball club. They'll be short on pitching in the middle of the week, but their weekend pitching, the way they swing it offensively, they're going to be very competitive. Well, you know, we're hoping so. We're figuring the back end of the bullpen. We're trying to get the starters. Young Austin Drury now, he's thrown well in the alumni game and well here in a very tough situation. So he's going to get the ball a little bit more, but we got a long way to go there.
The Ospreys will play Savannah State tomorrow. Then they travel to Orlando to face UCF on Wednesday.
They will end the week by hosting a 3-game series against Hartford from Friday to Sunday.
This weekend, the men's golf team was down in Gainesville to take part in the SunTrust Gator Invitational.
They finished 7th in a field of 14 schools. Our Andrew Alligood finished tied for 8th overall. Next, they will host the John Haight Collegiate Invitational at Sawgrass Country Club this weekend from February 26th to the 28th.
The women's team is in action today in the Amelia Island Collegiate at Amelia National, hosted by JU.
The track and field team will be at the ASUN Indoor Championships. The meet will take place in Winston-Salem, North Carolina this Friday and Saturday.
The swim season came to a close as the CCSA Championships wrapped up their final day, and more records were broken by your Ospreys. Amy Taylor broke the school record in the 1650 free and the 200 fly twice, once in prelims and then again in finals. She also broke the record for the 1,000 meter.
For those of you keeping score, that's 8 records broken now, and the fanfare didn't end there. Head coach Ian Coffey was named co-coach of the year. The Ospreys finished 8th in the meet.
7 out of 8 records were broken this weekend by Amy Taylor and Janie Kennedy. Welcome back. Janie, we talked with you last week about your time as an Osprey. In your mind, did it ever occur to you that you'd be rewriting the record books?
Honestly, no, it didn't, but it surprised me, and I'm really excited about it.
Amy, you too broke a few school records this weekend. With this being your final meet, where do you see the program going from here?
After this weekend, I think there's a lot of motivation on the team, a lot of positivity, and definitely this weekend showed, where our coaches are getting us, and with all our training, I think it's going to keep improving.
Well, thank you for coming on with us this morning. That's all we have for you on this Monday Minutes. For all of us at Osprey Sports Network, I'm Alex Gatlin.
I'm Elizabeth Norton.
I'm Amy Taylor.
I'm Janie Kennedy.
Have a great week, and as always,
Go Ospreys!